Dr. Michael Ryan, answering the question we commonly get from patients, which is, when do I see results after a vein treatment? How long does it take for me to get some relief? And the short answer is it varies by symptom. And each symptom has a different pattern of response to treatment. There's some symptoms like, which continues to amaze me as a physician, symptoms like cramps, they usually go away the night of the first treatment. That's predictable enough that I can tell patients that they're, in all likelihood, after the first, possibly the second treatment, their cramps in that leg will go away. They usually don't believe me, but afterwards they realize, yes, that's true. And it's a remarkable observation. Other symptoms, fatigue, and achy legs, usually that begins to get better within the first week after treatment. And so what you have is a situation where the inflammation from the vein condition, because the vein condition is causing a lot of inflammation in your lower leg, that inflammation has gotten better, but you have a small amount of additional inflammation temporarily while you're healing from the treatment. So there's a little bit of a crossover as you're healing. But usually people tell us within a couple of days they notice their legs feel better. I do remember for myself, I've had vein treatments. I still remember uh, I was pretty miserable. I had aching, and I would come home and I actually got to the point where I would lay on the floor and put my feet up as high as I could get because they hurt so bad. And I can remember the day after the first treatment, I had some achiness. It wasn't bad or anything, but I said to myself, "Wow, this feels better." I knew right away that it was better, and I was excited. The overall increase in stamina is something people should expect to see, and I would say that's probably 90% of patients, not 100%. There's a small group of patients that don't seem to have a big boost in their energy, and I can't explain as a physician why that's the case, but 90% of people do have improvement, and that usually takes 3 to 4 weeks. But and people begin to notice it, and it's interesting because a lot of times family members notice it. They notice that they're more active. Their activities have increased. They're doing things they used to not do. So that's exciting. Other symptoms like skin discoloration. Uh, Skin discoloration is something we tell people can lighten up, but it won't typically go away. Once it's developed and is in the skin, that's more or less a uh, permanent finding. The visible veins, the spider veins and varicose veins, they will fade away. It's variable. It could be days to weeks to months, and it depends on the size of the vein, the location, and whether you have some other skin discoloration associated with those veins. The sleep quality begins to improve in people within the first week. People begin to notice their sleep quality has improved. So that's a big surprise for people. And then at some point, I tell people to start walking every day as a way to promote the healing. And people then can get into an exercise or calorie burning program and start losing weight. And people can begin to do that pretty much that week. I actually tell patients that they should hold off on getting the patients that want to lose weight that have a problem because they're so inactive from their vein condition. I tell them, look, don't start an exercise program until we start your vein treatments because you'll just get frustrated. You'll get demoralized. You'll get depressed. When you start the vein treatments, you'll start feeling better and you'll have the motivation and the inflammation in your body will get cleared out. The inflammation inhibits your ability to exercise. That will allow you to start a walking program, exercise program, and people are able to successfully do that and start losing weight. So they're very, very excited. So Dr. Mike Ryan answering the question, how long does it take to get results from a vein treatment?